check, mic check. Mic check. What up, good people? Let a few more fall in before we get rolling. A super requested video. Yeah, Dre, I know. It's somebody named Dre Mason keep telling me he got a 5X glove. Somebody named Dre Mason keep telling me that. He got a 5X glove. I don't know who that guy is, but they keep telling me that. We're going to get to it. Give me like a minute to find my little pointer. And we're going to get the roll. I forgot the name of it since I'm on the new setup. So I got to find it. And then we can roll. Exit that. There it is, found it. Alright, let's see if I can get it up and out the way. Alright, good people. Good people. Let's see what the deal is right here. Since I just turned my camera on, that may be why what's going on. There it is. CV1. Properties. There I go. It'll be working. There we go. What up, good people? Good to see everybody in here. We got a good amount of people in the chat box. Dre, Brandon, Ms. Antoinette, Big Reg, Kendarius, King Tay. Appreciate you guys for coming through, stopping through. We're going to dive right into this 5 hands, 5XL glove Treylon Burks. And now we're going to get ready. Hey, so let's dive right into it. Treylon Burks, a big receiver from Arkansas. A lot of people say he's the best receiver in the draft. Before I give my 2 cents, let's dive right into the film and go from there. Let me hit film and see if this works. Bam. Okay, we in the game now. So our guy, Treylon Burks, number 16 for Arkansas. What I will say is I love his skill set. We'll talk about that at the end. Let's just go. This is our guy right here at the top of the screen versus Alabama. Versus Josh Jobe. Josh Jobe is not one of the premier. Well, he's a good corner. He's not one of the premier corners, but he's a tall guy, so that's probably why they kind of put him on Burks. But let's see. Yeah, contested catch. On Bama is a good team. But this is where them 5X gloves come in handy at. Because pretty much if he can get his mid on it, because that's hand fighting. Both of them pushing off, that's not a penalty at all. He finds the ball, goes and gets it, brings it down on a premier team. These are not slouches. So now let's get into this right here. This is him in the slot. So you saw him outside there at outside receiver. Now you see him in the slot. The big thing here with this guy is going to be versatility. It's going to be versatility. He lines up everywhere, and you'll see it, throughout this video. All right, this is the one little negative part that you might see from me. When he runs this route, he don't get a lot of separation, and this is where that 4.5-ish 40 that they say was disappointing at the combine kind of plays in. But again, later on in this tape, I'm gonna prove you wrong that 4.5 40 ain't what he plays. You see how 13 just undercuts him and he don't pull away from him. And that's really that burst right there is what people complain about. But later on in the film we're gonna prove you wrong that he got that burst. That 40 time, it is what it is. But he's a football player and he got that burst. Just watch. Next play right here. Now you got him lined up as the number 3 guy in trips. So there's 3 different plays, 3 different formations. Now there's nothing special about this route. There's nothing anybody in this chat box could have got open on this route. Anybody. But the thing is about him is he's 6'5", 230-ish. Watch what he does number 13. Get your little ass down. You can't teach size. You can't teach size. And once he gets the ball in his hands, he turns into a different player. I'm gonna go ahead and explain it. He ran a 4.5 without a ball. You know, there ain't no ball at the combine and whatnot. When he get the ball in his hand, I promise you he'll run a 4.5. I promise you that. Good stiff for him right there. You know, anybody could have got open. But he got that cat up off him real quick. Now let's find him here. So I think this is him at the top. I kind of lost where I was. I think this is him at the top versus Job again. See Job kind of jamming him up a little bit. It's the only thing I miss about switching over to PC. I can't back up and do slow motion like I want to. Not yet anyway. I'm going to figure it out. But that's him at the top. Job putting hands on him. And he kind of stumbling out of it. You really would like him to be cleaner, you know, out of his release. But you know, when you lose a sense, the other sense is heightened. And he ain't got the greatest feet for in and out, you know, with releases. But his hands are immaculate. His hands are immaculate. What up, Skip? Yeah, another back shoulder. Another back shoulder. He's so good at locating the ball and using the aggressiveness of the DB to catch it. Throwing by. Caught it. Now. They say this is a slow guy. These supposed to be fast guys. Watch this. Pow. Why the fast guys didn't catch it? That's what I don't understand. Why the fast guys? These the fast guys. Why they didn't catch him? If he's supposed to be so slow, why the fast guys didn't catch him? I think it's the same play just from the back view. That's a 50-50 ball. He throws the guy by using his aggressiveness against him, locates it, catches it. Now, Tornado's still here now. You got this cat coming, and you got these other cats that you can't see on the screen coming. But I will say this: the negative part is he rarely runs routes this hard. That's the negative. He rarely runs routes this hard. Rarely. Now we got him down here again, matched up. These big plays versus Bama now, not versus Scrubs, versus Bama. He did a little better with his footwork right here. Let's see if I can drag it back. He did a little better with his footwork. Watch at the bottom. You probably can't really see it because of this player. Got off the jam. Don't like him to go inside on that, but don't really matter. The 5X hands come in handy right here. You don't really like the release to go inside, but number one jumped outside. See, number one jumped outside, so you kind of got to go because you're going to mess up the timing. And now you got one-on-one with this cat. But if you want to get outside, if you go inside, you really like to go and then try to get back where you're supposed to be. Just try to stay away from this cat. But when you can do this, high points the ball between two people. Comes down with it. High points the ball between two people and come down with it. And honestly, we've shown a couple plays. We ain't really showed his versatility yet. He done lined up at 3 different receiver positions. We ain't got into his versatility yet. Watch him go up and get this. High point. Secure it. Take the hit. Alright, now we versus Auburn. This is Auburn. Well, let me find him. Gotta find, this is him right here. In the slot. The number 3 guy. Alright, nothing anybody can't do. Just a little bubble. This guy helps him out with a block. This guy's blocking. No, and it looks easy right there. It looks easy. You know, he got a little bubble, he got some good blocking, outran some guys. The knock on this cat is that he's not fast enough. Get off my screen. The knock on this cat that he's not fast enough. Watch the burst from this end zone view. Watch the burst. I'm going to set it up. All right, he going to block him. This cat down here in the bottom corner getting blocked. This is the free guy. Watch how he destroyed his angle. He's about to murk the angle for number 19. Watch. Skirt, skirt. And then this other cat made a business decision on a bubble. On a bubble. Watch the burst again. It's so subtle, but look what it got him. A negative throw ended up being 25, 30 yards. All right, this versus Auburn again. Let me find him. I think he's in the backfield now. If I'm not mistaken, this is him right here. Now you're starting to see the versatility. Use them in the backfield. Let's see what we got. All right, the alignment is great. You know, you put him out here, you got to get him on a linebacker. That's probably a safety. He probably going to abuse this cat. Got a little flood concept. And if you don't know what flood concept is, you're trying to three level a certain side of the field. You got your flat defender, got your intermediate defender right here, and you got this guy as your deep guy. You're trying to work 3 different levels on the same side of the field. And honestly, the quarterback probably should have ran this ball, but I digress. Throws the bird, and he's wide open. The throw is not the greatest. Throw's not the greatest. But I really put this on there because I read something that says he tries to do some unnecessary one-hand catches, and I think this is one of them. Because the throw not the greatest. But at this point, you can throw both of them hands up right there. It's in enough proximity for you to put both of your 5X gloves on him and catch the ball. But he can try to one-handed and misses it. And that may be, you know, part of the reason why they say what they say. But, you know, and you got big hands like that, you want to make flashy catches, I understand. But, you know, do the fundamentals. Fundamentals work, people. Especially in the NFL. Fundamentals work. Again, not much negative on it. Not much negative on it. Now, hold on. See if I can do this. See if I can go to this next play and get my mouse out the way. He's going to be at the bottom of your screen. I'm trying to get my mouse out the way. I wish he ran all his routes this hard. Watch at the bottom of your screen. I wish he ran all his routes this hard. Watch the burst when he come off this route. He closed that cushion so fast and got this cat right below Burks. He got him opening up. So right now he can do anything. He can break out. He can curl it up. He can come back down the stem. He can run a dig. He got this cat turned all the way around because he ran a fade. Every route needs to look like a fade. Tell it ain't. Tell it ain't. Now he don't get the ball on this, I don't think. But I just wish he ran all his routes like this. He came off hard, low, fast, but he don't run all his routes like that. He don't. All right, let's find him now. Look right here. As an H-back. Lined up as an H-back. So now you got to kind of put all these people in the box and watch what they do with it. He goes from H-back to outside receiver. Now, so you got 2 over 1 because he kind of walking out there. You still got your box because you still got another tight end right here. So just from him being there and moving out, you didn't kind of confuse his defense. He looking around, he really don't know what to do. Push. This is him right here. He don't mind catching the ball over the middle. They cleared it out though. They cleared it out with this guy. He got in a soft spot and he didn't keep running to get KO'd by this safety. Kind of settled in that open spot, and then he came back down the stem, which I love, which gave him more room. See right now he's coming at the 48-yard line. Watch him come back down the stem to keep the space he got. He came 3 yards back down the stem to keep the space he got so he won't get knocked out. So in context, shoot, I'm trying to go back. Hold on. Working new software, people. Work with me. Right there. So remember he was coming down at the 48. So if he's coming down at the 48 still, this is either an interception or he's on the stretcher. Him coming down the stem, that's good football IQ. Coming down the stem to get that ball, and now he avoids getting KO'd. Now he has a chance to get some yak too. Alright, final again. I think he's at the top. At the tippy. Up here at the tippy top. See if I can move this out the way. Alright. No, that's not him either. He's not thick enough. Oh, there he is, right here in the slot. In the slot right here. Oh, appreciate it, Miss Antoinette. Dropping the 50 in the super chat. I love it. Appreciate it. Look at that. Just watch this monster. There's nothing spectacular about this route. Nothing. He's just gonna run a post. Quarterback gonna give him a chance, and he rewards his quarterback for giving him a chance. Regular post route. Regular post route. No, he did nothing extraordinary running this route, except for that. Flex on him. Nothing extraordinary about this route, but high pointing the ball. Appreciate the dime, Dre. Appreciate it. I appreciate you guys for chiming in and dropping in the super chat. Watch this catch. Look at that. You can't ask for anything better than that. Eyes on the ball, huge hands like Dre say, and I keep saying huge hands because Dre the one that really asked for this video. And if it wasn't for Dre, you probably wouldn't have got this video. Dre been asking for it, been talking about this cat, and he made me a believer. Dre made me a believer. But look at that extension. Eyes on the ball, and if you don't know, if you got nieces and nephews that play football or flag football, when you teach them to catch the ball, everybody has a catch reflex. Now I'm finna coach y'all now. This is free. The school district ain't paying for this. Everybody has catch reflexes in their hands. Like if I throw a rock at you and you see it, you instantly gonna try to catch it or bat it down or whatnot. So everybody has catch reflexes. The people that are great at catching the ball, the focus with the eyes. The eyes is what makes you a better catcher than the next guy. Your ability to focus, and because your eyes gonna tell your hands where to go. So your eyes are just as important as your hands when catching the ball. So people that have a lot of drops, it's because their eyes not where they're supposed to be, or their eyes not focusing. We got a few more plays. All right, this is versus Missouri. Now, when you versus Bama, showed out. Versus Auburn, had some great catches. Now you playing against Missouri, who's maybe not as good as some of those other teams, and he had a big catch. But I will say this about him: a lot of his catches, because the offensive coordinator knew what he was doing. Watch how wide open he is on this. He don't do nothing special right here. The offensive coordinator know what he's doing. And remember me when I say that. Me and Dre had this conversation in the DMs yesterday, so I'm gonna talk about it in a second. Again, now. That play versus Missouri, he did nothing special. He just ran this seam route. Offensive coordinator really pretty much got him open. All right, this is him at the bottom. He's at the bottom. This guy gonna come in motion. Come in motion. Now quarterback C, I got one-on-one with this cat. One-on-one down here at the bottom. Can the safety get over top? We'll see. Out your screen. That down at the bottom. Safety couldn't get over top. Now, what he did a good job. The corner did a good job of pushing him down toward the sideline. Once he got even with him, he did a great job of stacking. And so now you can see the receivers in trail position, maybe like a yard behind. But if 4-5 is so slow, if 4-5 is this slow dude, bam, caught it right there. So, the corner should be able to catch him because he had to extend and he got to gather himself to come back. Act right. Guess it didn't want to act right. Oh, I know what I did. This is the one I was supposed to cut up. I forgot to edit this one. I remember. That's why I stopped. So here, right there. So the corner's supposed to catch him. Didn't close any space while he was stumbling. Now he back up full speed. That lead is steady increasing. It's steady increasing. So people can really miss me with this. Hold on. People can really miss me with this notion that his 40 time hurt him at the combine, because his tape speaks up for it. His tape is tremendous, and y'all know I got an SEC bias. So his tape versus the SEC competition is tremendous. Now against Georgia, he ain't do shit. Can't sugarcoat it. Versus Georgia, he ain't do shit. But versus everybody else, he got busy. And I wasn't a believer in him because I didn't really watch a lot of Arkansas games. And then the first thing I really saw about Burks was that supposedly slow 40 time. So in my mind, I guess he all right. But watching these 6 games, and you only saw 3. I think you saw Alabama, Missouri, Texas A&M. Those are 3 I took clips from. And if you go back and watch his full games, you only got a small dose of where they line him up at. A lot of times they have him in the backfield and they use him as a pitch guy when they run inside zone. They'll bring him in motion and send him back the same way and maybe fake a bubble to him and run inside zone or draw off of it. They do so much stuff with it. So much stuff with it. Now, as far as him being on the Ravens team, and like I told Dre yesterday, he could get on any team and be a stud except for the Ravens. Because I don't think Wink would have the what's the word I'm looking for? The creativeness to use this cat the way he needs to be used. This dude can do just as much stuff as Deebo Samuels. And I hate comparing people to, prospects to guys coming up. But this dude can do just as much stuff as Deebo Samuels and be just as good at it. Be just as good at it. And I haven't seen him run like inside zone from a running back, position, but I don't doubt he can do it. There's no doubt in my mind that he can do it. So, my 2 cents on Trey Burks is he up there. He up there. Not gonna tell you where I'm gonna put him because I got all my rankings coming out next week. So I will let y'all know that I got my top 10 O linemen, my top 10 receivers. I did top 5 quarterbacks because it's not that many. Top 5 linebackers, top 10 linebackers, and top 10 edge slash defensive end guys. So all this coming up next week. So I'm gonna try to get you a video every day next week with that top 10 stuff. But you still got one coming Friday. So that's what it is. Hey, I love Debo. I mean, not Debo. See, I'm already calling man Debo. I love Treylon Burks. He's one of the best guys out there. If he gets on a team with a creative OC, it's gonna be trouble. Trouble. Like when Dollar Bill was sitting at that table, he say, "Blue, if I raise up, it's gonna be trouble. Trouble." But again, that's Treylon Burks, man. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with me. I appreciate Ms. Antoinette for the 50 in the super chat. Appreciate Dre for the 10 in the super chat. Let me hit these questions real quick before we get up out of here. Let's see. I do like Pickens. Y'all know. Those that been here know I love Pickens. Pickens is a nasty, nasty individual. And I like him. Coach, how you feel about Andrew Booth, the cornerback from Clemson? I like Booth. I don't know if we'll pick him up, but if we do, that's one of the picks I won't be mad at. Do you think we would use Debo, right? Debo, right? If EDC went and got him, I think if we got him, and I know San Francisco ain't gonna let him go. If we got him, he'd have to use him in the same way that San Francisco did, because if you didn't, the book's already out that Debo can do so much stuff. And so if whatever team he went to besides San Francisco, if you don't use him in that way, you're really doing him a disservice, and you making yourself look bad as OC. So that's it, man. I got a show with Huddle It Up Films I'm about to do in about 7 minutes. So I appreciate you guys for coming through. Whenever he lets that out, check that out too. I also did one with Ravens Recap that came out yesterday. So I'm making my rounds through the circuit, and I appreciate you guys for coming through. Tomorrow we got something a little special for y'all. I'll show you tomorrow. Got a little special show for y'all tomorrow. See you then. Make sure you tune in. 8:30, 9-ish tomorrow, and we're going to be live with my little special guest.